Welcome to another session of Endless Space 2. I'm Matt. My channel is Just One More Turn, and I'm currently playing the Lumeris. And so far, everything was going swimmingly. I mean, I guess no pun intended, until I found out the Cravers were my neighbors. So the problem with the Cravers is... Alright, so this is going to have to take some explaining. But basically, the way the Endless AI is balanced to be difficult is that it gets more resources than you. So although the AI plays a lot worse than you, it gets more FIDs, or basic resources per turn. So that means that, you know, you're going to have to play a lot better than the AI if you want to win. This problem is, it's not as bad as an Endless Legend, for instance, where you have to, like, completely outplay the AI or whatever. But anyway, that's an issue on its own, but the thing about the Cravers is that they have natural FIDS multipliers on undepleted planets. So their shtick is that they... shtick, well, what am I I don't think I used that word before. Anyway, so their thing is that they get increased FIDS from planets until they overexploit them, because they're just reckless and destroy planets that they're on. Kind of fitting with their theme of being very destructive weapons of, or biological weapons of war. Now the issue there is that they get a percentage multiplier on top of the fact that they already get multipliers on FIDS, meaning I think that's the reason why the Cravers are always in the lead score-wise. The other issue is that the Cravers are extremely warlike, and their civilization doesn't understand the concept of peace, so we don't have the option to force peace on them.
When you scream.
So they're a very dangerous neighbor for a very pacifist playthrough we're going for.
Presence is agreeable to the unfair.
So we have pressure on them, but I don't know how long it's going to last if they keep binding us up. So I can either ask them to unbind,
Speak again, if that is your...
or we can make an alliance with them.
Continued friendship with you.
Okay,
Peace to the heart.
that's good. See, you have to be aware that you can always ask them for things, especially if you're on good terms. Now, asking things from Cravers is unlikely to work because they, I suppose they view us as like cattle. So, anyway, we're like, we have to divert our attention from... Excuse me. I just keep having colds for some reason. Anyway, we have to divert our attention from a purely economic play style, and maybe try and build some warships and get some defensive technology. Actually, did I unlock a new law? No. I need to get an industrious law for this thing, so for the next election I need to save up some dust. So I already have some ships here. I still want these planet technologies and the science technology. But once I've gotten the science base going, I should probably get bigger ships and better guns. Just because the Cravers are... They are that scary, actually. Now, here, for this quest, we can research this curiosity, and I think we will. I think it spawns a fleet, which I'm actually okay with. Because it will harass the Cravers. Okay, we achieved that objective, we got a little bit of dust, and there's some pirates we need to destroy. And I'm just going to retreat. And hopefully the pirates will bother the Cravers. Yeah. At that point, we might even move this fleet over here. Try and explore down this direction. I do, again, I have invested in these minor factions just to get them closer to the maximum of happiness. Because the way conversion works is that either you complete their quest, or you get them to maximum happiness, and then you pay out an amount of influence, or in this case dust, because we use dust instead of influence for minor faction diplomacy, to buy them out, as it were. So, Yeah, assisting is obviously more efficient if you can do it, but you can't always do it. Now, it looks like that unfortunately we're not going to be able to bind this over in time, so we can even go for this minor civilization. And here, this minor civilization, we'll be picking up in a couple of turns. Even though, yeah, it'll be good to get this quest and take down these party animals, but, yeah, you know. I guess we have to build fleets anyways, but we'll probably have an easier time to just buy it out. And again, I prefer to buy out these systems than making new ones, because it doesn't tax our food as much. And also, I mean, the really nice thing about getting manufactured homes is that we can get this black tax authority on them and improve our dust production in our home system, which is very nice. It's so nice, in fact, that I'm almost interested in just picking up the intergalactic supermarket, just so I can put it on my home system at some point. Intergalactic supermarket gives you a solid amount of dust, although it does cost a solid amount of industry as well. Although, I think I'd rather want the lava planet first. Like I discussed earlier, getting lava planets on my systems is pretty important, alongside the picking up extra desert planets. Like last time, we basically looked through all the planets in our systems, and we concluded that lava was the way to go. You always have to check. I mean, planet colonization technologies, their value is so dependent on which planets are available to you. I mean, obviously. But now we need 2,000 for the next planet colonization, okay. Oh, wait. Just press the enter. Sometimes I click, but then I don't click, or something. I don't know. Or I just forget, I just thought I clicked, but I didn't. Okay, this is actually gonna work out. Okay. Yelchin has got another level. Let's get a bit of dust. And next time we can get bonus influence production. Yeah, influence production will be quite good because we're lagging behind a bit on that. And he has 2 good influence skills. The scout has a pretty solid influence skill actually. And this level 3, I guess, skill tier for the Lumeris is really strong. Like, look here. Bonus industry per population on planet, very nice. Bonus dust per hot and generally influence bonus. It's also very solid. And then this is obviously great if we have trade routes. This is great if we have trade routes, yeah. Anyway, let's just get that little bit of extra dust. Should we, I think, multiply by Black Tax Authority, if I'm not wrong, of how that works? Now, having picked up Epigenic, I think we should go for the Graviton Shielded Laboratories next. Just because it's a flat bonus to science and a bonus to science per population. We're also generating a lot of population now because of, you know, because of just having a decent amount of food upgrades in the system. Again, food upgrades are not good. They're not giving you a lot for your industry, but you do need them because, yeah, I don't know. Like, think about this. This is only giving us currently 8 food. That's not impressive. That's worse than half of drone networks for more cost, you know? But, yeah, you kind of have to get these things at some point if you really want to build up your food a lot. I want to get the Graviton Shielded. Unlike this Magnetic, it actually has a good flat bonus, which doesn't rely as much on having lots of populations. So 30 flat science is strong, and then you get a little bit of bonus per population, so it's way better than this one. Like, the bonus per population upgrades tend to be not as strong than the flat bonuses, because often you can't get enough populations quickly enough to get advantage. And later in the game, when they're good, then you might as well get percentage upgrades, which are better. Like, if you pick up something like this, you get a massive percentage bonus, which scales with your flat upgrades, like public-private and Graviton Shielded, which is both of a flat and a population bonus. But generally, flat upgrades are better, and in the early game, or at least Graviton Shield is sort of the exception because it's kind of a flat upgrade and then has the side benefit of giving those a population. And then percentage bonuses are better. Obviously, they all work very nicely together. But generally, flat upgrades early percentage upgrades then, and then these things happen, maybe, with this magnetic field generators. Obviously, graviton shield kind of counts as a flat upgrade, like 30 bonus science is no joke. Okay. This is temperate, so we can't get that much bonus out of sustainable. And we don't have any luxuries, so we're not getting much out of this. So all of these food upgrades are pretty garbage on the system. We can get cerebral reality though. We can even get miners union, maybe. We don't have luxuries, so xenotourism is not an option here. I guess we might as well get graviton for the flat science. Actually, where are we siphoning off? If we siphon off our main system, it kills our food production really hard. It's kind of weird. So strange how that works. I guess I'd rather have my main system producing food. Yeah, so, I don't know. Ideally we will have colonies that don't siphon off our main system so hard. Yeah, I just don't understand how the siphoning works. Is it like percentage loss or something? I'd rather have the system grow, but yeah. Yeah, it's very strange how this works, I don't know. It's definitely not a flat loss, so it must be percentage, right? But then why does it punish you for using your main systems? I still find that kind of strange. Anyway, we're gonna worry about that another time. Try and... Oh, it's being invaded? By whom? That's interesting. Maybe we won't be able to pick this minor civilization up because of invasions. That might be a little bit unfortunate. We could... no, we could colonize that planet, but it sucks, so whether or not. I want as many of these minor civilization homes as I can get. Maybe that means I should actually rely on warships to pick them up. I think that's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, if I can't get them by diplomatic means. If I can't get them by diplomatic means, then why not use my ships to pick them up? Yeah. That seems legit. Talk myself into warmongering. I really do want this black tax authority on each of my things. The unofficial market, basically, is pretty strong. The Lumeris. We can colonize which planets these ones. Molten Springs. Okay, that's actually really nice because Molten Springs makes up for one of the weaknesses of Arctic planets that they suck at industry. Yeah. I think I want the sustainable farms first, though. Just for the food bonus. Although maybe I'm wrong. The thing is, this is actually really good on this system. Sustainable farms makes up for the weakness of... This is why I generally value this food upgrade a lot more than this food upgrade. Is because sustainable farms makes up for the weakness of these poorly hospitable planets like cold and hot and stuff. And generally, it's just more bang for your buck than epigenetics intensive. Screw this upgrade. I did get it, and I don't think that was a mistake, but I don't like it. It's just an upgrade. I guess we have to get them in some order. I guess I don't know which is actually best. The thing is, if we get the food upgrade, we're going to get the new population, and then like we're not going to use the food. We get the new population before we pick this up, normally, even with the food upgrade. So I'd rather just get this and then get the food. We're wasting less resources in a way. I almost want graviton after that. Yeah, it will take a while to get that actually, so... Actually, once we have this, we might as well pick up the next Arctic planet as well. Get the subterranean going. Yeah, JS seems like a solid system for us. Now, as soon as I have 2,000 dust, I can make a new outpost. Although, it's starting to get to the point where I wonder if I'm going to overshoot pretty soon. Expansion disapproval is no joke. and we're not playing as a federation. Look, I'd love to switch to federation, but like it would kind of be a bit boring if I do federation every playthrough, you know. And it's not like there aren't benefits to have being a republic. Okay, then the quest failed probably because they got invaded. They got invaded by the Cravers. That's unfortunate. I dumped a lot of dust into them. I guess, but that's just the downside. Like, if we tried to get their quest, and their quest wasn't something we could feasibly get. So it's my little brother's. My little brother also uses my Steam. So anyway, well, our Steam, I guess. So that's not something I could feasibly pick up. But then also, wait, no, oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. Well, I guess we'll probably defeat them. I thought I should run away, but actually, now that I look at it, we should have the advantage here. Yeah. I mean, not getting experience from that fight. Weird. Anyway, so we could have picked them up, but then it turned out we couldn't do their quest, so we tried to do it the long way, and it turns out Blue was just there to invade them, so, you know. Tough luck. It happens. Now we can bribe them twice more to make this happen faster, and I think I do want to. There's a genuine risk that Blue marches their forces in here and picks this up, and if we do it in 5 turns, it'll be a lot more likely to just pick it up. I do want to move my scout here just to pick up a curiosity. Generally, scouts are becoming less valuable because we already know sort of what the galaxy looks like. We know where we can settle. I'm starting to feel like, wait, I already have this buyout. No, I don't have this. I do want this technology, just the bonus dust production. The buyouts are going to be good at some point. I'm starting to feel like I should stop expanding and then start focusing on other things. Like maybe building up my military and my science. And science and military obviously go hand in hand. You need to have the right weapon technologies. If you don't, you can end up sort of screwed. Okay, here, this is an event where we can choose happiness and science production, choose influence and dust, or we can choose a random technology. I think this is the correct choice for us. We need dust, we need influence. Look at how much influence we're losing a turn. So a little bit of influence production increase is nice. Now, we just picked up this system. We have a bunch of planets. We have a lot of industry from those planets, which is nice. What are these people good at? They're good on anomalies. We don't have any. Too bad. Too bad, so sad. We can get sustainable, which is actually really good because we have 2 hot planets, meaning that it's actually getting us a good chunk of food. Again, sustainable is sometimes quite strong. It's just inconsistent. So, and also the intensive. What is it? No, not this intensive. The intensive cultivation. Wait, where is it? What is it called that? Yeah, here. The intensive cultivation is pretty solid. I really like that upgrade. So again, my favorite food upgrade has to be this one. Because this one is trash. So it's sometimes worth getting. It's still trash though. Anyway. And I guess after that we can just pick up public-private. Actually, we should pick up public-private right away because of the shot of science we're going to get, and we do need science. Maybe a bit more than food on the system, actually. The flat bonus from this is just disgusting. Like, you know, we're getting 50 bonus science in the system. Compared to, like, 50 bonus science is still relatively good compared to overall science production. So, you know, that's a very good upgrade. And we might as well get Cerebral after that. Cerebral is very solid. Bonus dust and science production is a pretty good flat bonus. It's even more science than this magnetic, as you can see. Like on this system, we need at least 15 population because before this actually is better than Cerebral. So again, the flat bonuses tend to be quite good, and the percentage bonuses are good later once you have a lot of flat production. Are you talking to me?
What do you sound like when you scream?
You can ask them.
Tell us what you plan.
We can increase the pressure. Alright. Maybe we should have chosen the other option. Whatever. We should definitely ally ourselves with yellow. Actually, maybe yellow is kind of screwed. We don't actually have to ally ourselves with them. But I guess if yellow is fighting blue and we're fighting blue, they give us a couple of ships. Can't be that bad, right? Yo, yellow is screwed. Like, their start... I think the AI just played very badly and didn't expand very quickly using the vines. And now it's finding this system, but it can't expand there. Yeah. No, the AI lacks the finesse sometimes to play these factions properly. Finesse, I'll fancy. The species stability is doing work for us. I can highly recommend being, if you want to win, being a racist religious person, because that law is... It's not that a religious faction is racist inherently, but this law is horrible. But but on the Republic, this is doing a ton of work for us. Like 10 bonus dust per population is pretty insane. And our main populations are pretty good at generating dust anyway. Like, look how many main populations we have in our main system. We're just generating so much dust from that. Yeah. I kind of want this Endless Research Park. It gives us a lot of dust and science. Because we'll have an easy time staying on Devoted because of our faction trait, Optimistic. So maybe we want that. I'm not sure though. Maybe we don't. We should definitely pick up this lava planet first for the industry. As you can see, lava planets are the best for industry. And since industry is pretty strong, I like that. I forgot to sell my stuff. Okay. Let's go to the marketplace. We could sell Jadonics even at this point. We're generating so much of it, but you know. Why not? We can sell 2 turns worth of it. And we're generating some blue cap mold, which is, you know, appealing. I'm more interested in blue cap mold. Wait, where am I generating blue cap mold? I wanted to get it from here, but I'm also getting it from Fatia. Blue cap mold is important. I might as well get Miners Union on this pace then, so we can get that a little bit faster. Yeah. Actually, is this just... No, strategics, never mind. I could swear there's an upgrade to get luxuries faster, but anyway. We don't need titanium at the moment. We don't have Hyperion production yet, but I still feel confident like selling like at least 20 of it. We should actually get the upgrade for Hyperion production. Where is it here? Yeah. At some point. Now we could buy stuff out. No, we can't actually, because we don't have the buyout. But we could just make a new outpost if we wanted. Blue is expanding there. Ugh, that's very scary. We need to, like, there's no diplomacy with the only diplomacy with the, sorry, that was some funky, like, shaking there. The only diplomacy you can do with, Cravers is cowering and, asking them not to kill you. So, there must be a better solution than that, obviously. Wait, how's it taking longer now? What happened? That's weird. I'm very... Never mind, that seems to have been some sort of bug. I don't know. Now, it doesn't look like there are actually very many planets that are actually enticing, apart from this tiny Terran. Yeah, I might as well economize it. Put this dust to use. But pretty soon we're going to have to... I think we've expanded enough and we should try and use our dust more productively. And I think we should get this impactless sites. And that will let us pick up additional heroes. And... without having to rely on the academy. How many turns is this going to take? This is still going to take us a while, actually. Yeah, so buying heroes with dust is way better. I've delayed it a bit here. I needn't have, right? There were other ways to... I mean, I needn't have spent so much dust on producing. I got 2 Calguras randomly. Alright. Cool. Now we need to keep this system clear of ships, which is like, you know, That's a nightmare quest. That was pretty hard to do, but it happens. Now, this faction, we're going to get them in a couple of turns. We're going to have the option to pick them up, and I think we should. It's going to put us... Oh, sorry about that. I just moused over there. But yeah. It's going to put us over expansion disapproval very quickly. Maybe we should go for this booster program then to help us out a little bit on that front. Though I feel like I can hold expansion disapproval for a while at least. I do have some good laws for helping up with happiness. This peace among, this make love not war, is strong and we can get. If we have an alliance, it's going to be even better. So maybe I should research the alliance technology at some point. Yeah, there's a lot of technologies I want. There's just like, the question is, how do I fit them into, or which order do I get them in? Or which do I prioritize? The real question now. We can always get infinite supermarkets on each of our planet or systems, so that's fine. And also here, actually intensive is very strong on the system because we have a lot of luxuries. Like a lot. So this is going to give us like 40 food. It's actually strong here. Like, it often isn't good, but when it's good, it can be, very powerful. I mean, almost every upgrade has a situation where it's good. Put here. Alright. I should set probes into Craver space just to have some idea of what's going on. I do kind of want the system. The more control I have over the space near the Cravers. I mean, I have the system here and I have an ally or a friend here. So I definitely need to... It's just better if I have some spearhead over there. Maybe see if I can curb Craver expansion. But maybe that's a bit optimistic. This planet looks potentially good. Although, again, I feel like I'm maybe expanding a little bit too much. I mean, there is such a thing. Yeah. Let me get, I think, these upgrades. I mean, do I really need Hyperium? It would be nice to sell it. But I do want impactless sites. And after that, I'll just see what I need. Although the bonus heroes faster might be a bit better than both of these. The idea being that once I pick up the heroes, I can spend my dust on that and then don't need this accelerated buyout immediately because I have a dust dump. And then afterwards I can pick up their bonuses to dust. Again, trading is good. And it's something I want eventually, but I can't prioritize setting up huge trading routes right now because of my neighbors. You really do have to change your strategy a bit based on what you see, In this case, we see potential danger. I mean, I played a bunch of matches where I just didn't take the Craver threat seriously, and then they just munched me. So yeah, it's not like we're doing badly on economy. On the contrary, we're doing pretty well. Whenever you can sort of keep pace with the non-Craver AIs, that means you're doing pretty well. Like you can win games. We're quite behind on score, because obviously that's how Endless is balanced. If you think about it. In a couple of turns, we're going to get maximum here. Or maximum happiness. I have a lot of... I guess I'll just return to the system, search a bunch of curiosities. I'll get the... I mean, it'll be good for them, but it'll also be kind of good for me. Kind of hilarious that yellow is still, restricted to one system. You didn't play it correctly. You should check out my previous series with the... Another reason why it's not good to get a colony here is, by the way, is that it'll be weirdly cut off from here. But anyway, you should check out my previous series with the Unfallen, where I did very well with that faction. I think they're really strong. Oh, we can assimilate them, but it's going to cost us influence. Oh, interesting. Species stability is costing us influence per turn, so I guess we'll cut that out. Actually, no, this is too important for us. even though it's costing us influence. So it costs us influence to convert this manufacturing. For some reason, I thought the assimilation costed us dust. So that was my bad. Yeah, this is a little bit confusing, actually. So we don't have enough influence to get that. It means we need an influence upgrade. Where are they? National Museum is good. This is generally a desirable upgrade. I think we'll just see about getting heroes who can boost their influence production. Like, here, this upgrade, improve our influence. This upgrade improves our influence, you know. So Yelshin is a decent choice for that. We could even get intensive on this system. Do we really want it? The answer is probably no. So basically, is that the Explorer though? It would be nice if we could get extra influence, and we're still getting to the point where we're a little bit desperate for it. Hey, we're getting bonus dust on the systems of Lumeris. That's very nice. Just getting so much dust. Okay, that's not good news. What? They didn't offer us the chance to give them tribute. Anyway. So, we're losing influence each turn, but we're gaining a lot of dust. And that'll be very important with impactless sites. Now, I guess once we have that, we have to pivot quite aggressively into military. Yeah. This is kind of unfortunate. I might as well pick up the Hunter class ship right away. This tends to be one of the better ships, so we also have a lot of titanium to produce them. Basically, each tier of ships is hugely valuable. And then we can pick up this anime fusion. Yeah, this delivery gear is actually not that bad, it turns out. But they're both just kind of mediocre. Because this delivery gear is like way better than the previous one. And this delivery gear is no, well, is it way better? Maybe this is just the correct upgrade. Nah, 25 manpower deployment of this shit. What was I saying? Okay. Oh, there's a battle? Oh, they already have Butcher class ships. It's turn 40! Yeah, I'm definitely very worried about that. It's kind of bad because our faction is very weak at improving its industry output. I think we're going to bankrupt ourselves via influence. And that's not great, but okay. It is what it is. I mean, we'd just be losing out on so much dust. That's the issue. Making demands is nice. Okay. Because you just ask them for stuff, and then sometimes they say yes. If they don't say yes, you have other options to respond. So that's nice. It's just good to do that, because you gain some equity out of it, you know, for free. Getting some extra food. Don't have many plans for anomalies. We just want to pick up this colony and then see what we can do with it, basically. So they can't attack our ships for a while, so we can send our ship down to scout. And I think we should. So yeah, the situation is kind of tense. I do want this impactless. I need to be able to get extra governors and also generals. Oh, this is irritating. I need to take the happiness burn reduction because the industry reduction is such a big hit, I think. Although we have Geodonics in all of our systems. I think this is correct. Oh, Surfons, where are they? Okay, they're bureaucratic and broglioing us. Hopefully, maybe let's talk to the Surfons.
Why are you knocking around?
Where are their outposts? Why are they nearby? Can't see it. Oh, here it is.
Checking up on us again, eh?
Let's see how they feel about peace. Nope, not interested. We should force peace with the Surfons and maybe get them to be our allies. And maybe that's enough of a priority that it makes me want to ditch my law. Although we don't have any other good law to replace it with, you know. Yeah, and we have species impactless sites coming up. The more I think about it, the more I think I can't go without this influence production improvement. It's unfortunate, but okay. Yeah, sadly our influence production is not that strong. Again, we're not let's colonize this planet, thinking the AI labor. Yeah, we're not playing as unfortunate, we don't have that much influence. Although this law has been doing work for us, so I'm fine sacrificing some influence. Yeah. Doubt your intellectuals. Oh boy. So yeah, I'm nervous about Craver presence. Yeah, if only I would have known. If only I also would have known that this influence cost existed, I wouldn't have spent so aggressively. But okay, you know, I can't really spend it on new colonies. They should. Hopefully, those new colonies should pop very soon, and they are going to. At that point, I think we should be able to focus on building up our systems in preparation for conflict. Okay, we need industrialists for we need industrialists for our quest, and our quest reward is a really good industrialist law, and we need industry for warships and stuff. So I think we should do that. Okay, already well supported. I don't think they're very well supported, so unless I'm reading the numbers wrong, but I think lobbying is the correct. New colony is nice. Mineral Mines Act is nice. Work Not Choke is really the standout law here. Actually. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got an industrialist law. That's cool. We lost our... Okay, we got multi-thread management, and we got pay it forward, this excellent law, so that's very nice. Another Empire's More Manpower, probably the Cravers. And once we... So now we have to keep that law... we have to get that law passed for this quest. See that dubious political influence our protagonists are having. But less approval required for government change. That's not terribly impressive. Although there are, I think, maybe some better upgrades later down the line for us. Also, we need a new law active. New colony or paid forward? I think we're on ecstatic at the moment, right? So a 25% bonus to industry is going to be quite solid. It's like sort of consoles are toys for boys. And we got a new technology. What do we get? What technology did I not have beforehand? No. Nope. Nothing here. What technology did I get, actually? I was confused. Maybe one of these. No, I do remember getting these on my own. Maybe the technology only unlocks next turn? I'm confused. But seriously, which one did I get? Not sure. Anyway. Our science has improved a bit, so that's nice. We got graviton in both of these systems. I do want this, because the bonus science and bonus dust is very important. But at the same time, yeah, I don't know. It's going to take us so long to get. Compared to this intergalactic, it looks quite good, and the percentage bonus is really strong. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have the races still active anymore, so our dust production has been cut a bit. But we do have. We'll be able to pick up at least a governor. Though maybe we should wait until we get that first. I don't really think that through in terms of optimal ordering. I definitely figured out which ones we want, you know, but I haven't figured out the correct order in which to pick them up, you know. Got some antimatter. And some vision range, I guess. I kind of hope the Sophons just win this race. No, if they're not. That would be nice.
Yeah? Why are you knocking around?
Yeah, they're not interested in peace. As you can see, forcing peace is way more effective. It just costs more influence. And we have a lot of things we want to do with influence, but we don't have the influence to do it. And that's a bit sad. We're going to get extra experience in our hero. Always more valuable than a little bit of extra. Yeah, that quest is very hard to do. Getting extra experience on your hero is almost always more valuable than picking up some random stuff. This is a temperate, so we definitely want, you know... And then we want sustainable... We want these food upgrades because we're about to pick up these 2 planets. In some order. Yeah, I guess sustainable farms first, or is it these 2 planets first? Actually, I don't know. It's probably jumping the gun. I should probably just build up the system first. Vedics. I don't know why I just said its name. Now, we can think about buying heroes, but oddly, this is a line... Like, this is at the point where, like... we should probably just wait for this hero before buying heroes, because having new heroes makes this unlock meter much, like, slower. But there's some decent heroes here. Like, there's... here's an Overseer. That's a good governor. She's a good governor. Some Seekers, who are... Well, they can be okay governors based on these traits. Excuse me. This is... Yeah. So, not bad. Not great, but also not bad. Like, this is a good governor just based on this so-called primitive tree. And this is... The Vodiani tree makes for decent governors. Or pretty decent governors, especially this infallible authority. And, yeah. I think they're all going to be at least okay governors. So that's very nice. It lets us put our dust economy to good use. This workers' campus is, yeah, not that impressive until we really need to buy stuff out. The real problem with our faction is that we focus so heavily on dust, but then dust is like, it's just much less efficient to buy out stuff with dust than to build them with industry. That's why, like, yeah, pay it forward is going to be quite important for us. Like, this is why we're really sad about being so close to the Cravers. We need a lot of time to set... Oh dear, they're slowly besieging the system. We need a lot of time to set up economy, and then at that point, we have a hard time pivoting into military that effect quickly. We're not that good at science or industries, so military is not our forte, but, you know. Okay, we can get bonus influence. We don't have low influence production in general, I think, so the percentage modifier is not that important. Yeah, percentage modifier is pretty garbage. And we're going to get bonus influence per population. And that, as you can see, improved our influence production quite a bit. And I think our law got constant? Maybe. No, we still have the same law active. So, yeah, the influence per population here really saved us, actually. Now, these are good on fertile. We only have 1 fertile, which we've already maximized with Lumeris. None of these are good on... this is a good on sterile. Let's put the Harushan there. Yeah. Might as well just put them there. Improve our industry production a bit. We can get AI labor, although this is only giving us bonus on hot, bonus on sterile. We only have 1 hot sterile. That's going to give us 10 bonus industry per unit here, so 30 bonus industry, so that's not important. You sometimes have to do the math on these things, right? Now we have 2 ships in 20 turns. Generate industry or have a stockpile of dust. Stockpile of dust would be the easiest. Actually, how much industry do we have here? We basically have that amount, so that would be the easiest. We're getting a little bit of dust, which is inconsequential. Actually, these ones are more important because they give us resources. I will need ships in less than 20 turns, so I'm just going to get that one. Probably not the best one. Okay, we can get an Overseer, who's a Riftborn and also a Pacifist. Riftborn heroes are strong. So I am actually interested in picking this up. And also, if our Riftborn hero becomes our Pacifist leader, I'm okay with that. They have some good Senator skills. Lumeris are decent heroes, although the Seeker, we already kind of have this hero. And Voltas are okay. Look, basically, let me show you the Riftborn tree. Like, bonus percentage dust, bonus flat industry, and then some bonuses to science, and then has this final skill, which is like sickening if you're the senator, right? And then it also has these overseer skills, which are really good for like being a governor. So I'm just gonna pick Pi, and also it's called Pi. Like, come on, its name is Pi. Like, what more do you want? Let's just equip or assign Pi to the system. +1 industry per planet. Get bonus food of fertile on system. There is a fertile. So let me see. Probably want more. I mean, flat industry is less impressive now than ever. But this is also flat food improvements. I guess flat industry is a bit more important. And then percentage dust is always so nice. AI labor is going to be quite impactful on this system because we're going to keep the Lumeris population here because of the bonus to dust, but AI labor won't be bad because of these planets. Although I'm starting to think there might be something more productive we could be doing. Yeah, I mean, when we put stuff on the lava planet, it'll improve our production by like a good 40 points. That's okay. That's worth getting. So yeah, I'm really glad to pick up Pi there. Very solid hero. Actually, I need to get that upgrade first. Yeah, system development's overpowered, as we already discussed. We can colonize more hot planets if we want. I almost want AI labor on this system. Although it's quite expensive, as you can see. Yeah. So let's just get these good upgrades first. And now that we've gotten Pi, we can think about buying new heroes. And we can buy 2 heroes immediately, I think. Now this hero is appealing because I mean, the Vodiani heroes just have appealing skills, and then it's also a counselor, and we also get bonus like influence production, bonus happiness, like. And also this infallible authority is just powerful, like, there's another way to describe it. So I'm gonna get her, and I'm gonna get this geode, I don't know, goodie. This is also a good governor. Lots of good governor skills here. Bonus influence, bonus food, and I mean forced labor is kind of a weird thing for the Soas to have. But also it's an overseer. So overseers are the sort of generically strong governors. And we can get more heroes pretty soon. So yeah, like I like my economy, I'm just worried about my military. Probably means I should build my military, but you can't build military without economy, you know, so. Let's just check our planets, see where we should put our heroes. What are their starting skills? Minus ship cost? Okay, that's not impressive. Anomalies. Okay, if there are anomalies in our systems, we should put it there. No anomalies. No anomalies. Anomalies. How could there be fearful symmetry on a like gas giant? This is mad shit. Anyway. Here's an anomaly. I'll settle. Good 3 what I. God 3i, or whatever. Let's call him Goody. Look at the sweetheart. This is so inquisitive, like. Let's get intergalactic supermarket here. That should be a good idea. Just improving our happiness a bit, because these planets are just like unpleasant to live on, I assume. We can even get AI labor. AI labor is not a bad choice here, because we have sterile planets throughout the system. Yeah. Where else can we go? Let's just put this hero here, because a lot of stuff is about to be constructed on the system. This planet is irradiated, that's not great. But yeah. So that planet kind of sucks. So I'd rather colonize that one first. Alright, so economy is going great. I'm just worried about military. Again, pacifist factions, we tend to rely on our pacifist ability, but sadly the Cravers are so dangerous if we... Yeah, the Cravers are so dangerous because we can't use our most powerful asset, this right thing rule, to defend against them. Sorry about that again. I might as well check the time now. Yeah, okay. We've been recording for 15 minutes. Let's do another 10 minutes. I've colonized this planet. We're going to colonize this desert. I probably want to improve the industry on the system somehow. And by somehow, I think I'm just going to put production or... I get bonus happiness on fertile, so this is a fertile planet. It's good. And bonus anomaly, no anomalies for you. The main reason I want to put them there is because of interplanetary. Once I pick this up, we'll be getting bonuses because we have titanium on this system. Like, these upgrades are generally trash, but when they're good, you just need to be ready for that. Just double check. Here. AI labor is pretty trash on the system. They are... Well, actually, we have a hot planet, so it's actually pretty good, now that I think about it. I said it was trash, but, like, we're getting 5 industry per population on this planet, and also per population on the Mediterranean. Actually, the Lumeris belong here in terms of generating more dust for us. It's only 30 dust I'm losing out. I'm also getting a lot of industry from that. And maybe we want xenotourism instead, actually. Or grab it. I don't know. I'll figure it out next time. Or will I? Ugh. I sort of... Yeah, I do need a graviton at some point, anyways. Hopefully that gives us enough of a shot on the arming industry that we don't need the other upgrade. Yeah, we do need industry science at this point. Like, we can defend ourselves a little bit with ships. The problem is with these ships, even if they're hunter class, they're going to be worse than what you can build. And the other thing is, they can't move to save their lives. Like, these things have like a movement speed of 6 or 4 or something. So if we're going to get them, we have to get them like here at the border or something. Like, let's compare. Yeah, okay, actually buying ships might be a valid way of defending ourselves. Obviously I prefer to build my own ships, but you know, you can't always get what you want. Or sometimes you always can't get what you want. Maybe I don't need this as much, though I do, yeah, actually I do want the ability to produce extra influence. And I do want this booster program eventually. Where we're slowly edging over the expansion disapproval, and that's going to get worse with these 2 planets we're picking up. So this will help us out a little bit, help reduce the expansion disapproval cost overall. It's basically like, kind of like this upgrade. It just gives happiness to everything. And also the bonuses to influence are pretty substantial, especially if we want to maybe form an alliance with the Sophons against Blue. Yeah. Again, this is unusually dangerous, I think, for a game of Space 2. At least the form I've currently been on. Like, I think the last couple of playthroughs I've been playing really well, and then like things have been sort of really smooth, but here I feel generally under pressure and very, very worried. Well, as worried as I can be about a video game, right? But anyway, let's check for other heroes. We might want to think about who we want as a warrior. It's nice to have these Vodjani. Oh, this is a very nice bonus, actually. Yeah, this is a legit governor. Nice to have those Vodjani as governors. Especially if they ever become senators, this is a nice bonus to have in general. Infallible authority is just a good perk. I think some people have claimed it's busted. I don't think it's like broken or anything. Like hero perks are, it takes a lot for them to be broken, right? But it's good. It's very strong. I just want to get this endless research park because I mean these wonders, you might as well pick them up before anyone else can. Right. Oops, I forgot about this. Oh well. Cravers is expanding quite aggressively. New colony means that overall happiness has probably taken a bit of a dive. Yeah, it has. Yeah, I overextended myself just a little. just you know, a little bit. Yeah, not just a little bit. But anyway. I'm getting one extra colony in a couple of turns, so yeah. I should have thought about that. Booster program will help mitigate the negative effects here. But in the meantime, we should just pick up some bonus happiness upgrades in all of our systems. And also some skills in our heroes. Here, we just get infinite supermarkets. Actually, we have that unlocked already, so that's just fine, actually. Here, we should get infinite supermarkets. Together with the booster program, it should just pull us back into more or less happy. At least that is my hope. Or pull us back into ecstatic on most of our systems, is what I mean. Okay, we already have that there, so... Yeah, expansion disapproval is annoying. I sort of went overboard about pushing that. Yeah, okay, they have... We have so much we have so much trust with them. We can get this assimilate option. It's just that our influence production isn't good enough yet, that's why we need that. Yeah, I somehow thought that this assimilate option required dust, but done. Oh, we can offer to a system. I completely forgot about that. I'm so sorry. Anyway, we generate dust, science in one of our systems. We get a new... Yeah, that's very easy to do for us. Once we get this research park, I think that should be easy enough. Not very easy, but yeah, we can get this as well if we don't get it immediately. Also forgot to sell some stuff. Obviously, actually picking up this system will put us over the expansion limit as well. So maybe we should think about picking up additional laws that can help us. Yeah, we should remove Pay It Forward and pick up Make Love Not War. Costs us more influence, but also gains us more happiness. Yeah. And a couple of turns we're getting influence bonuses anyways, so that should help out. Make Love Not War is that's a good upgrade. Like, it'll basically make sure that we're happy no matter what. As long as we have some people we're, you know, or like friendly with. That is actually a risk though. Like, the Unfallen are under siege. I mean, they're going to be under siege forever at this rate. But like, eventually they will be captured by the Cravers. So we're going to have to defend them so that our happiness source doesn't disappear. We have to defend them immediately, but... Let's ask them to do this. Okay, did that actually work? No, not this. Is this fleet within our sphere of influence? Almost. Oh well. Hopefully that worked and they just go away. I don't want to be in alliance with Yellow because, yeah, Yellow is being pummeled right now. And then I'd be immediately at war with Blue. It's better to let Yellow take the hit. So I guess. Oh, I'm glad. Of course. Continue friendship. You guys are screwed though. So sorry. I could have bought another hero. My bad. Let's just get this hero and we'll call it a day here. Yeah, this hero is very good. I think I want to improve this system as much as possible. With NF. Because he's gonna, yeah, I think I'm happy having a hero on this system. And in turn we get booster program, and then hopefully that will help us out. We do need extra influence production, but yeah, when do I not? I'm not influential enough. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. So yeah, basically, to sort of impose order on chaos here. Basically, things are going good economy-wise, just maybe not military-wise. Very worried about this fleet over there. I had to pick up these things to make my economy work. In the next couple of turns, I'm going to be picking up this hunter ship and trying to maneuver myself into... Also, I should sell these things to get more heroes. And trying to push myself towards... I've been a bit sloppy about selling things. Doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to push myself towards picking up one of these special weaponry item or upgrades, I think. Like titanium weaponry or Hyperion weaponry should be pretty nice, I think. We definitely need better guns if we want to defend ourselves against the Cravers. I don't know if I want to expand right away, but I do know that I want to push the Cravers back. Maybe I want to, if at all possible, I would like to save this empire, because having more friends is better for us in the long term as a pacifist nation. But yeah, we're going to have to be the bulwark of the pacifist world, I guess, against the warlike Cravers. Ooh, weird, like pacifists need to defend pacifists by going to war. I guess maybe pacifism is like an attitude. It's like, all in all, I would prefer to, you know, not fight, but if I have to, I will. Maybe we're low-key militarists, so that's the upshot of this. Anyway, join me next time as I gear up to build some fleets and position myself aggressively against the Cravers, or at least aggressively defensively. And again, thanks for tuning in. I hope you learned something and or enjoyed my commentary. And if you did, please consider subscribing. I have a lot of fun making these videos in general, and I hope you had a lot of fun watching. So I'll see you next time, and look forward to the next episode.